guys, once more we're talking about that thing of the 12th Doctor's era of Doctor Who. Hello guys, welcome, or if you've already seen my channel before, welcome back. I am the Philadelphia Whovian. And yes guys, we're talking about the story by story of each episode of the Peter Capaldi's era, the 12th Doctor. In this particular episode we're talking about Last Christmas, written by Stephen Moffat. Alright guys, now, I admit we're doing this because those who have not seen my channel before, I should explain before anything else. I'm doing episode by episode because the Peter Capaldi era was an era I was not able to see all of on original transmission. But I did see this episode before, so this is me getting the chance to see it again and now doing a review on it. And also, warning to all of you guys, I am one of those technologically backwards people who... How I do my videos, I just sit here and talk. No other pictures, nothing else. Me, just talking. Hopefully, you can weather that. So without further ado, let's get into talking about a review of this thing called Last Christmas. Again, written by Stephen Moffat, the first Christmas special of the 12th Doctor's era. And of course, we pick up right where Clara and the 12th Doctor left off. What happened at the end of Death in Heaven? Well, the Doctor and Clara parted ways with each other under false pretenses. Clara lied to the Doctor and said that Danny Pink was still alive so she could go off and travel, be in a relationship with him. And the 12th Doctor said that Missy did successfully give him the coordinates to Gallifrey so he could go back home. But both are lying. Missy lied to the Doctor. He never found Gallifrey, and Clara lied to the Doctor that Danny Pink is still dead because he sacrificed his one chance of coming back after dying as a Cyberman to give his chance to a little boy he accidentally killed while he was fighting in the army. And whether you like Danny Pink or not, I'm not going to lie. He was the real main hero for me of Series 8. Because it's been known, I had a problem with the idea of the Doctor ever being fully anti-soldier. I hate how he looks down on soldiers. Because the Doctor is a peacekeeper, but he's not naive. He's not against the idea of people defending themselves, if need be, and having a standing army. He's simply against the idea of shooting first and asking questions later. And the 12th Doctor all throughout Series 8 had a sharp intolerance to the idea of military men and Clara being with someone who was in the military, or the idea of someone who was in the military possibly being intelligent. It was a fierce prejudice that was very incorrect and I did not like. But as the series progressed, we saw the Doctor was able to realize more and more that he was harsh in his assessment and he overreacted, and with Danny Pink being the hero and saving the day in Dark Water and Death in Heaven by being a soldier, commanding his army as a Cyberman, we saw how no, there is a room for soldiers and you should respect what soldiers can do. They are not killers, they are defenders. So Danny Pink, seeing him again in Last Christmas was good for me to see, and I liked it. Alright, now with the plot of this, it starts out with Clara waking up and finding Santa Claus, or Father Christmas, on her roof. His sleigh crashed. There are presents everywhere, including tangerines, because the Father Christmas loves giving tangerines for presents sometimes. But so are some elves there, and also so are, presents and reindeer everywhere, splattered everywhere. But it turns out Santa Claus is seen by also the Doctor and 4 other people who are on the North Pole. And long story short, the Doctor and Clara eventually were able to team up. And how? Well, at the North Pole, there is a base where there are 4 of an 8 crew, or we'll get to that later. There is a crew of 8 people, but 4 of those people have been taken over by a dream crab. And the dream crab literally gets on your face, and it just keeps you in this dreamlike state where you think you're in a blissful place when you're really not. You just have a crab on your face that's sucking dreams of you, that's giving you dreams while it's sucking the life out of you. Alright, if you have not seen this episode, the best I can give you an explanation of what's going on here. Because, bye guys, this is very dreamy-weemy. It's a dream within a dream, within a dream, within a dream. And if you guys have not seen this episode, but you have seen the show called Supernatural, okay, from the 3rd season of Supernatural, think of these 2 episodes combined. Dream a Little Dream of Me mixed in with the episode What Is and What Should Never Be. Splice them together, but instead of being supernatural creatures like a djinn or a jumped up human, no, it's aliens. Like the movie Alien, the aliens got on your face and just stuck and killed you because they infected you by sucking themselves on your face. The dream crabs are like those creatures from the movie Alien. In the movie Alien, even is referenced in Last Christmas, which I'm fine with that. Giving so shout out to what you're referencing or what you kind of are inspired by. But yes, take the idea of alien creatures on your face sucking the life out of you. Mix it with Dream a Little Dream of Me and What Is and What Should Never Be from Supernatural. Splice it all together and mix it with Christmas time. You get Last Christmas. And this is not me attacking Moffat and saying, oh, Moffat ripped off Dream a Little Dream of Me and What Is and What Should Never Be. For all I know, Moffat has never even seen Supernatural. And even if he did, dude, this is not me attacking him. As long as, because Supernatural is one of the shows that's gotten critical acclaim both in America and many other countries, including Great Britain. It's a known phenomenon. So even if Moffat did get inspiration, he got inspiration from something that was very known, established, and very popular. So hey, no harm, no foul with that one. So at this point, it's not about the idea, it's about what does Moffat do with the idea. Does he make it his own? Does he own the idea? Because in the 21st century, when it comes to writing, there are almost all no new ideas. Everything you could possibly write has been done before, so at this point it's not what you've written, but how you've written it. And again, I have no evidence saying Moffat ever saw Supernatural. This could be completely his own idea. But if it wasn't, I cannot give him credit for it being his idea. I can only give credit for what did he do with this idea. Okay, so overall thoughts of Last Christmas. Again, I love the idea of Clara. So we see Danny Pink again, and we get a moment with them together. Because again, Danny Pink was really heroic at the end, so it's nice seeing him one more time. The Doctor, we see him ride a sleigh and come out of his cantankerous way of being, which is very nice. Nick Frost did a fantastic job playing Father Christmas. The design of the crabs were really good. A lot of the actors who were in it were very good. Even though it's a dream within a dream within a dream within a dream, I don't know how many times, the actors still were given time to say their lines, so you can still understand what's going on very easily. What I spoke of before, I reference again here, though. This was a very good episode for Clara to end on. It was a phenomenal episode for Clara to be her last story. Oh, God, it was so phenomenal. Why? Because we're in a dream within a dream within a dream, and the Doctor realizes that ultimately he was the one who caused this entire situation. I'm not going to spoil it for you, how he did that if you've not seen the episode, but he is ultimately the one who caused all this. And then he goes to Clara to save her from the dream crab, and we see her as, again, spoiler, but this will not ruin it for you, we see Clara as an old woman. So when he finally gets to her to save her from the dream crab, no, she's an old woman now. She's lived her entire life. She never got married, but she had plenty of offers, but she really traveled. She lived a full life and had the full experience, and that was such a beautiful ending. But also, there's a scene of the 12th Doctor having to help Clara rip open a Christmas cracker, which is a mirror image of when she helped him rip one open in the time of the Doctor. It brought their whole relationship to a close very, very well. It was wonderful. And this is not me hating on Clara that she stayed on. I have made my peace with the fact that she stayed on after this. I understand why people love if she stayed on after this. But for me, this was the perfect time for Clara to have left the show. It was a beautiful ending. And also, it would have been another one of the Doctor's success stories. But we're in a world now where the most iconic things a companion can do is either die or have a tragic way she goes out, or he goes out. So if she doesn't die, then she gets separated from the Doctor and completely pushed away from him. Because we like those tragic, endings. But we can't have success stories where it's just the companion living out her full life in a very perfectly fine way and nothing bad ultimately happens. She ends perfectly well. Can't have that. No, but also it's because I know it's Jenna Coleman decided to stay after filming Last Christmas. So they had to write that part in for her. And of course, Moffat was eager to bring her back. I understand all this happened, but it doesn't stop the fact that this, for me, was the ultimate best ending for Clara. I loved how would have all ended, but, you know, it is what it is. What can you do? Again, I've made my peace with the fact that she's going to be in the rest of Series 9. I've made my peace with it. Either way, yes, that's how I felt about overall with Last Christmas. It's, again, after revisiting it, it's one of the better Christmas adaptations that I've seen. I'm not always a big fan of the Christmas specials, but I will say that this is still overall a solid Christmas special. And I have no overall gripes with it, except for the fact that Clara was brought back at the very end. But again, I've learned to make peace with that. The whole dream within a dream within a dream within a dream can really turn your head. But if you're willing for your head to be turned, compelling idea. And also it's like the element, you can also probably see elements of Groundhog's Day in this, but I could be wrong with that one. You know, you never know. Either way, Moffat, I saw a really solid attempt with this to make the Doctor softer also. We see a progression of him trying to become a softer Doctor, ultimately, and that's really good. And at the end of it, it's ambiguous of if Santa Claus exists or not. Because we see a tangerine on Clara's windowsill when she goes off and travels with the 12th Doctor again. So it's really ambiguous. Is Santa real or is he not real? You be the judge. The only other problem I had with this, where there was certain dialogue where, once again, Moffat, a character says things a little too perfectly. Like there's one time where the 12th Doctor says, okay, it's all done, and she says, well, if it's all done, then why did I see Father Christmas on my roof? That's when the 12th Doctor realizes, oh, it's not all done. But I just feel like it could have been arrived at more organically. It just feels a little too forced with sometimes some of the knowledge that certain characters have. But the idea also of that one character who was dancing when she was near the dream crabs, so she wouldn't think of them, so that they wouldn't be aware of her existence. You'll see it in the episode if you have not seen it before. I like that moment. I thought she was a very good dancer. But either way, yes, overall, I was fine with it. What did you think about it? Let me know in the comment section. Guys, thank you so much again for watching. I shall be back again with another video, eventually, as I always am. So guys, thank you. See you again very soon. Bye, guys.